The US needs India more than India needs US. However, this time China factor persists, and over and above Pakistan's successful diplomacy won the US more than India. Tariff is a temporary phenomena. However, Pakistan must work harder and harder to keep China close and the US closer. And in this regard, Trump is picking on India as compared to any other country because India is an easy target. It's a comparatively weak. It has not targeted China and Turkey, which are the largest and third largest importers of Russian oil. Hungary and Slovakia, two importers of Russian oil. Even currently, Japan is also importing Russian oil. So trade truce with China is also extended for another 90 days. So much concessions for others and so tough on India. However, this must be kept in view that the US needs India more than India. As I stated in the beginning, during Prime Minister Modi's visit to Canada, Trump requested him to stay for a smaller time here in White House, but it was declined, and that in fact produced bad blood. This made him quite insulted, and in Pakistan, US skirmish tourism during May, it was also seen that Pakistan was accepting Trump as an honest broker, whereas India was not. On the other hand, he's in negotiation with China and wants to resolve numerous political and economic issues, especially trade with China. And that's the reason that he gave 90 days of trade truce to China. This anticipates that the solution he is more interested for China as compared to any other thing, and he is quite successfully meeting with Xi Jinping in December this year so that problems may be resolved more. Rare earth minerals, China and Pakistan are potential countries that can provide US with rare earth minerals, which India can't. Pakistan's rare earth minerals wealth is estimated to be about $8 trillion, while in China controls 70% of rare earth minerals of the world. So this costs in hundreds of trillions of dollars. This may also be one of the possibilities for Trump not getting along with India. In 2024, total bilateral trade between India and the US reached $129 billion, while with China, it was $582 billion. So you understand that China can create pain for US economy in numerous ways, like trade or trade war. I fear everything you buy in US is from China, and that's the reason that America cannot disentangle itself from from China as compared to India. And there is another very interesting thing, and that is that um, uh, Trump's role was accepted as honest peace broker during Pakistani Mark Haq and Indian Operation Sindoor. And in all this process, Trump was emerging as an honest broker, and it was appreciated by Pakistan, but it was not honored by India. That produced bad blood. It created bad blood between Modi and Trump. Trump wants to take credit for ceasefire between India and Pakistan during May this year, which Modi doesn't want to take credit for. The obvious reason is that such credit would weaken Shimla Agreement, which states that the issues between India and Pakistan will be resolved bilaterally. So if Modi-led India accepts Trump's role in ceasefire, that means death of Shimla Agreement. This would further mean opening of pathway for the third-party mediation over resolution of Kashmir issue. This will be detrimental to Indian stance on issue over the past 78 years. Hence, if at one end Modi government revoked Article 370 and 35 of its constitution related with the special status of Kashmir, it would also be the reason of ruining the cause by bringing an end to the Shimla Agreement, which was used as a tool to keep Pakistan as a hostage of its contents and keep it handscuffed. This is for the sure that US foreign policy under Trump is based on economics. It's more of low politics and less of high politics. The world is witnessing world order not based on security, but on tariffs based on economics. US and India are like an old married couple, arguing over everything from trade to tech. But don't worry, they will make up soon. Divorce is too expensive for them, and they still need each other's Netflix passwords, as I say to my students sometimes. But the good news for India is that White House is dominated by short-term memory. It supports Zelensky in the past, it insults Zelensky, and then again it is speaking with Zelensky very kindly. So Prime Minister Modi will visit United Nations session during September, and it is anticipated that he will have one-on-one meeting with Trump, keeping in view the success of Alaska summit meeting. Such a bilateral meeting may clear the air for further forthcoming meeting during Quad in November this year. So expect that relationship of Trump with Modi will be back on track after a few months.